This is a video intended for potential guests for this podcast. Many of you, I will know you personally, and maybe we will speak not in English, so I apologize for the awkwardness, but I'd like this podcast to be in English, so let's go English. So the idea of this podcast was to give some perspective, personal perspective, from people who's been doing interesting things in data science and is somehow connected to Barcelona. And so the main audience would be people who's looking for their place as data scientists starting their career. Yeah, I will structure the interview. It will be very brief, not too long. Just one section with 10 questions. The first one's about a bit your trajectory. You can explain a bit what you do and where you come from, and then a bit more about your opinion and your expertise, so you can develop whatever you know about. And then finally, final round of 3 questions. I will ask you to recommend a book or some source of knowledge that you have, or some guru or whatever. And then where can we find your work? So people who watch the interview can go find you on the internet. And then the last question is about you passing the ball to the next interviewee. So you will choose whoever goes next. So more in depth, I will tell you before the questions now. The first one's about the trajectory. Well, first one is trajectory. What's your education? What's your experience relevant to the data science? Sorry. Second is what institutions or people did you speak to, or what doors did you knock that you're glad you did? Open up some new space. Third is what gave you a strategic advantage to get a position in research or the industry. Fourth one is which lessons have you learned in your last role or your career somewhere. And finally, this is a fun one, an anecdote along your career. I want an anecdote from you. And then we go the sixth, achievements from you that you never imagined, something you never thought it was possible. Seventh one is what's your area of expertise, and perhaps I will make questions so you can explain better. 7, your opinion on data science. Now, short term, long term, it doesn't matter. Just give some personal insight, like, I don't know, self-driving cars are gonna rule the world, or whatever you think is gonna happen. 9, your next goal. What would you like to happen in your career? And finally, your advice to someone starting their data science career. And the final round, I already said that it's one source of knowledge. Where can we find your work, and who else do you want me to interview? Okay, so just for you to know, this will be very informal, but I think it will be fun, even if just for the community of colleagues, students, or on the workplace. It will be fun to see someone give their point of view. And well, if I contact you, it's because I think you have a unique perspective on something, or you've gone abroad, or whatever. If I think you can add something to the table, I will contact you. So if you think you can bring some energy into these interviews and you have a unique perspective, go ahead. It will be very informal. I will try to make you look as good as possible. And I think it will be useful for anyone being interviewed. Like if at some point you want to share it and say, look, this is me, this is what I think, this is what I've done, what I think is relevant about me. It's fun. Okay, so this is it. See you soon.